How many times have you felt something wasn't quite right in your life, but stayed anyway out of habit, out of fear, or maybe out of a quiet belief that said, "This is all I can have"? We tell ourselves that discomfort is normal, that emptiness in a relationship or dread before a workday, that's just life, right? But somewhere inside, a still voice whispers, "You were made for more." So why do we stay? Why do we accept less even when our soul is crying out for more? Is it fear of change? Is it the weight of others' expectations? Or maybe it's that deep down, we don't believe we deserve better. Carl Jung taught that our outer world mirrors our inner state. Life doesn't give us what we ask for. It reflects what we believe we're worth. When we accept less, it's not proof that life is cruel. It's proof that we've forgotten who we are. But what would happen if you stopped settling? What if self-love meant not bubble baths and affirmations, but boundaries? Walking away from anything and everything that no longer nourishes your soul. Before we go deeper, subscribe to Deep Psyche and join us on this journey through the hidden layers of the human soul. And if this speaks to you, consider sharing your thoughts in the comments. Your voice might be the mirror someone else needs. From the moment we're born, we learn how to survive. We shapeshift to fit in. We follow rules to be accepted. And slowly, almost silently, we lose touch with our authentic self. That sacred part of us that knew what we deserved all along. Jung spent his life diving into the unseen, the unconscious, the shadow, the soul. He taught that loving yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Because when you love yourself truly, deeply, wholly, you stop tolerating the things that make you smaller. So why do we tolerate so much? Jung would point us toward the shadow, the hidden self we bury beneath layers of guilt, shame, and fear. We're taught to be grateful, to not want too much, to be selfless. But sometimes what we call gratitude is just disguised complacency. We trade our truth for approval. We silence our intuition so we don't rock the boat. We shrink to fit into places we were never meant to belong. But here's the truth. What we reject within will haunt us without. Life keeps sending the same lessons, the same types of people, the same hollow jobs, until we finally wake up and ask, why am I still choosing this? Because somewhere deep within, we still believe we're not enough. Have you ever dimmed your light so others wouldn't feel insecure, held back your truth to keep the peace? These small betrayals compound, reinforcing the lie that says, "This is all I deserve." But what if you stopped dimming and started expanding? What if instead of proving your worth, you simply embodied it? Everything changes when you remember who you are. And not just remember, but live like it. Speak like it, move like it. Act as if your worth was never in question, because it never was. Self-awareness is the only way out. Each time you accept less, you teach your unconscious to expect less, and the world follows suit. But when you choose differently, when you raise your standards, you change your energy. And when your energy shifts, so does your reality. People think transformation is loud, dramatic, external. But the deepest changes are often silent. The way you breathe in a room, the way you say no, the way you no longer chase. This is the shift that creates new worlds. When you love yourself, the world doesn't magically become better. You become better. You stop needing proof. You stop needing permission. You simply become the version of you who no longer tolerates what drains you. Yes, it takes courage. Jung called it individuation, the journey of becoming whole. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, it's terrifying. But the greater tragedy is staying in the familiar while your soul quietly withers. So the question is no longer, can I have more? The real question is, how much longer will I accept less? There is no sign coming, no perfect moment. The only sign you need is already within you. The ache, the longing, the quiet knowing that this is not it. Listen to it. When you do, everything changes. Not because life changes, but because you did. And then, as Jung said, synchronicity appears. Meaningful coincidences that flow to meet you when you finally step into who you really are. But don't be fooled. This path is not linear. Some days you'll feel powerful, other days the pull. To go back will tempt you. Growth is uncomfortable. That's why so many avoid it. But the comfort zone is not a sanctuary. It's a slow death, masked as safety. Choose yourself, every single day, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely. You'll stop chasing those who can't see you. You'll stop explaining your worth. You'll stop begging to be chosen, and you'll start attracting the people, the experiences, the life that was always waiting for the real you to show up. But it all begins with one decision, to stop accepting less. You don't need a reason to choose yourself, you are the reason. If you felt this message in your soul, don't forget to subscribe to Deep Psyche and share your story in the comments. Have you ever stayed in something you knew was wrong? What was your moment of awakening? Or are you still waiting for one? Your words might just be the light someone else needs. See you in the next video.